Got a question from Brendan, great name. This time of year, people's goals are lofty, even unattainable. But for those who chase one rabbit, for those who actually attain the goal, what counsel might you offer them at the completion? Well, Brendan, if you have someone who is a goal achiever, now, boy, this is something I talk about with the inner circle constantly. Everybody sets goals and resolutions and nobody follows them up because first off, they don't really want the goal. There's a Lawrence Block book about time travel. It's a burglar who book. And there's a character he talks about who believes that you can get anything you want, and if you don't, you clearly didn't want it enough. And I love the circular reasoning there. I can promise you any goal you want, but if you don't get it, you just didn't want it enough. What a great circular logic moment that is. So when I'm working with the inner circle people, we go through a lot of stuff. One of the things I think a lot of people don't do well enough is they put a goal out there. And I always get my inner circle people, I ask them to do something. First, we do this little values assignment. Does your values line up with your goal? And it's interesting. I'll work with people sometimes and their values are over here and their goal is over there. The next thing, and this is so obvious to me, okay? There's other parts, but I'll just go quickly here. Do your habits support your goal? And I'm not doing this, but this is my daily pirate map, okay? And this is my journal, okay? And every day I go through my pirate map, and I've gone over it 100 times here, but if I do just my daily 5 things on my pirate map, I tend to get the goals I want in life. The next thing I do is part of my to-do list. So number 1, before bed, prep coffee, take supplements, to-do list for next day. So before I go to bed at night, and it helps me sleep immensely, I take a piece of paper, I go down the middle, and I have 2 major goals. And then I write down my to-do list based on those goals. So I got physical goals. I want to be at a certain body weight. I want to have certain levels of strength. I want to dance at Josephine's wedding. And, so I write down the things I expect to do the next day. And sometimes it'll be something like, last night I wrote down press workout with Mike. Well, I've already done it. Walk, ruck. Press workout, ruck. Those are the first 2 things. Eat extra vegetables today. I was on a road trip. On my other side, I've got a whole list of, it's like, I had to call Lonnie today. I got to call Tim. I already called Lonnie. I'll call Tim right after this. I had to go take this thing over to somebody. I had to go do this. I had to fill out that, and I just go down the list. And when I go to bed, I wake up and I'm ready to go. So for goal achievement, now listen, everyone does everyone should do to-do lists. Everyone should do checklists. Everyone should have shopping lists. Everyone should have a menu. I can keep going on all this stuff, but most people don't do that. What the biggest thing I try to get with my inner circle on this particular thing is, let's now look at this goal, and now let's look at the habits. And now my job there is this. If the bulk of your habits support your goal, okay? And there might be a few things missing, like you might, you said you wanted to drink extra water every day, but you don't have a system in place. So habits and systems to me sing like this. So even something as simple as this, when I'm doing my podcast, I've got my lagoon water thing, and I've got my Parker University water holder. Even when I'm getting ready for my podcast, I drank, 2, 3, 4 glasses of water, which makes me speed up the podcast at the end. So I have systems. I sleep with the water bottle next to me at night with a built-in straw. It's cool. It's really cool. It doesn't spill, and it's real easy to get a sip at night if I wake up. So I increase my water by putting water holding things in areas that are real easy for me to get to. So I've got this one here, the metal water holder here, that I always keep in my office. I got one next to my bed, and I got one in the gym. When I go in the kitchen in the morning, drink my coffee, I drink one or two of these. It's not fancy. Don't let anyone think what I just said is fancy or complicated, but that's a system to make sure I drink more water. I keep all my vegetables in clear Pyrex bowls. And the reason I do that, when I open the fridge, I can see the kimchi, the sauerkraut, those Brussels sprouts, those whatever, all these vegetables, I can see them when I open my Greek salad, my this, my that. I can see them the moment I open them up. So the next one, Brendan, is what are your systems? And so do your habits support your goals? Obviously, from the way you said this, you're on the right track. And then any area that you're not kind of ticking the boxes every day, that's when you sit back and you try to put together a system. One of the ways I decided that I want to eat more fish. So I had all these ideas to do it. Well, there's these delivery companies now. I'm not going to tell you the brand or anything unless they pay me. But they'll deliver like 3 meals to you a week. Well, I just checked the box fish, for the fish options, pescatarian options. So 3 nights a week for sure, I eat fish now. They're trout, salmon, and cod usually. That's so just by going to this company, finding the options, and then setting up the delivery, I'm fitting one of my goals to eat more fish and eat more vegetables without even really have to think that much. The other 4 nights a week, I'm an adult, I know how to cook, I'm okay. But this was a real easy way to kind of wedge me into eating more fish and vegetables every night. So that's what I recommend. Look at your habits, and then anything you feel like that's not helping you, set up a system so that it's very easy to turn that desire into just a habit. Coach Mon, the first track meeting we ever had, said probably 10 sentences that just changed my life. Most of you know him. Little and often of the long haul. The other one is how to get good grades at a Division I university. Go to class. I still think that's funny. And the other one was make yourself a slave to good habits. And I still think that little and often over the long haul and make yourself a slave to good habits are just the most foundational, life-changing sentences in my life. I try to revolve everything around either the good habits or little and often. So thank you. Fun question. If you join the inner circle, you'll know this very well. All right. Thank you.